Howdy everyone, Paige here. Before anything else, I would just like to point out that I am not in any way a masochist. So why in the world did I entitle my video I Choose Heartbreak? Well, here's the story. Frankly, last week I did something that I don't usually do. I don't usually try to dig in the lives of celebrities, but well, I was just going through my email and then I found out that Jason Mraz is releasing his new album called Yes! I am so thrilled. But aside from the point, I'm not here to go say, go buy this, go buy that. I am actually here because I didn't just end my reaction there. I decided to go through his website and remembering that, oh, right, last couple of years he announced his engagement. I had to just see what's up. And then I found out that he actually called it off. Being a love bug, I was shocked. How can someone do that? I mean, what happened, right? So what I did, I wore my detective outfit. So being a love detective, I just had to figure out why, or I just had to know why. I decided to, do a little bit of research, and then I found out from an interview that he did. He said something like, he just realized that two halves don't make a whole. Two wholes make a whole. And that is something that triggered in me because I believe in it and I want to talk to you guys about it. Not exactly that, or it has anything to do with, their relationship, but this is just my opinion. The three key things that I believe is necessary or are essential in order for you to know that you are ready for a relationship. And I'm not just talking about any relationship, let's have fun, I don't know what's going on kind of relationship, but the kind of relationship that we all want. Something that is real, something that is honest and intimate, something that will last possibly with a lifetime partner. Okay, so here are my three key things. Key number 1, self-love. We see the world as we are. Our relationship is just a reflection of our relationship with ourselves. You've got to have self-love before you can even go out and look for love from other people. The very first intimate relationship that you need to have is with yourself. Self-love, to me, is the discovery of self-worth and gaining of self-trust. Self-worth is basically how you feel or how you see yourself. A common reason why a person would probably have little to no self-worth is their lack of respect for themselves, thinking that they are not enough. It is important that before you even step into a relationship, you have a good sense of self-worth. Unfortunately, a lot of people think that, oh, they gotta find the right partner or the perfect partner and they'll feel complete with their lives. But no, it doesn't work like that. You need to know in yourself that you are already complete, that you are already enough. Banish all thought, thinking that you're not enough and that you will never be enough. There will always be someone who seems to be better than you or who seems to have their life together. There will never be, as cliche as it sounds, there will never be another you. When you develop self-worth, you will have a better view of yourself. And you will also be clear about your core values, Your core values are important because it allows you to know what it is that you really want, or the things that are truly important for you as a person. It also allows you to know what it is that you don't want. And once you have your self worth, self trust just comes easily riding along. So, what is self trust? Self trust isn't just about being independent. Oftentimes, the notion of being independent is connected to being self reliant or overly self reliant. And you don't want anything like that, because that kind of attitude gravitates towards isolation. And isolation then will lead you into thinking that no one else can provide you with what you need. You need to develop a kind of self trust, the kind of independence that allows you, or where you can stand on your own 2 feet without being rigid or overbearing about your independence. Otherwise, an intimate relationship cannot grow. Be your own lover first. Practice self love and become a high quality man or woman, and you will also attract a high quality partner. Don't you want that? Number 2, openness. We all have heard the saying that no man is an island. And well, it's because we're not an island. We all need someone. Everything in this life is interconnected. If you notice, even with yourself, or I know even in myself sometimes, it has become an anomaly to talk to strangers. When someone is passing us by the street, we would rather avoid eye contact sometimes, and just we would even rather just say hi to the dog that is being walked. Right? How crazy is that? And you know, we need to be open. Openness is about expression. Expression is sharing yourself to the world, showing the world who you are, who you really are, and at the same time also allowing others to be who they are. Because you can't just be interested with yourself. You need to also be interested in others. Don't be afraid to express your thoughts and your feelings. And if you have a lot of secrets holding you back, you might want to go back to key number 1, which is self love, because you need to take the time to make peace with your past, possibly, or whatever it is that you are fearing of. Without self love, it is very difficult to be comfortable in opening up your life to others. And you can't expect to have a mutual, understanding, intimate relationship without being open first. Openness is important. It is a key to an effective communication. And communication is essential in any relationship. Key number 3, courage. Love requires courage. Wanting something and maybe doing a little bit of effort about it will not necessarily guarantee that you will have what you want. We see this all around us. So why does this keep happening? Well, it's because they don't fully put themselves out there. In love, especially, we need to have the courage to take real risks, to take extra leaps, without compromising, of course, our self love. When we develop self love, you will know your self worth, and you will have self trust. Trust in yourself that you will make the right decisions in life. Courage is all about putting self love and openness in motion. It is about you knowing your boundaries and knowing what it is that you can offer in a relationship. You also need to have the courage to allow yourself to be vulnerable, to be fully available, fully present in all aspects, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. For a lot of people, it is so much easier to just be physically naked in front of one another than be psychologically or emotionally naked. And this is because relationships takes a lot of risk. There's no for sure thing as to what's going to happen and whether or not we stay or come out of it. For sure, though, we will not come out unaffected. We need to have the courage to dive in and give our all. But if it so happens that a relationship does more damage than actualization, you actually need to have that courage to jump out. So to wrap it up, in order to attract the kind of relationship that you desire, you need to be that person for yourself first. It is through openness that a relationship develops and grows. And I personally believe that it is through courage where a relationship gains more meaning and more significance. So now that I've shared that with you guys, what's up with the title? Well, as Jason pointed out, two halves don't make a whole. And just to add to that, a whole plus a half doesn't make a whole either. Talking about wholes is just so funny. But anyway, unfortunately, some people fall into a relationship before they are even a whole themselves or complete themselves. And some even go as far as to marrying only to wake up with a feeling of incompleteness, or a feeling of unsilenced thoughts of what ifs or if onlys, right? So for you guys, or for you people who are going through heartbreaks, it is not entirely a bad thing. Get back to those three keys. Love yourself enough to move on, to get something good out of the bad, and to open yourself up once again, to have the courage to be a better you so that you can attract a better relationship. Remember, love is not for the weak of heart. It is for the brave. Until then, ciao. So if you guys enjoy that video, give me a thumbs up. And if you guys have any questions or I don't know, something that maybe you're interested in asking me to make a video about, just hit me up and I'll see what I can do. See ya!